Armed men suspected to be bandits have abducted 8 persons in Magaria village, Zurumi local government area of Zamfara state. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, a new report by the Institute of Development Studies, a UK-based institution, has placed Nigeria as the second poorest country in the world in terms of food affordability. The report, compiled through a publicly available global cost of living database, was used in creating a cost of food basics analysis that compares the monthly minimum wage recommended spend on food per adult and monthly average wage in 107 countries across the world. According to the report, the top 10 countries where basic food is least affordable in are Syria, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Ghana, Indonesia, Algeria, Iran, and Uzbekistan. At number 9, German sports apparel manufacturer Puma has terminated its 4-year sponsoring and licensing deal with the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. The German sports apparel manufacturer cited recent developments at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, where Nigerian athletes have struggled with unfortunate developments, such as being given a single kit manufactured by Alpha Sports for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, despite the official kit partner, Puma, supplying sufficient kits for the athletes, which were left behind in Lagos State. The termination of the deal was revealed in a statement by the Ibrahim Gusau-led faction of the AFN on Wednesday. Failure to use the supplied Puma kits also saw the athletes miss out on monetary rewards for medalists, with the kit supplier rewarding gold medalists with $15,000, silver medalists with $5,000, while bronze medalists will receive $3,000. At number 8, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahya, has urged troops of 8th Division and Operation Handarin Daji to be proactive, resilient, and crush bandits terrorizing parts of the northwest. Yahya charged the troops while addressing them during his operational tour of 8th Division and its formations and units on Wednesday in Gusau, Zamfara State. In a statement released by the spokesman of the Nigerian Army, Onyema Nwachukwu, the Chief of Army Staff also commended the troops for their exploits in curtailing the activities of the criminals. He urged them to promote synergy among the military and other security agencies, adding that it is a strategy that will speed up the end of bandits in the region. At number 7, the federal government has revealed moves to make Nigeria's degrees and diplomas accepted by other African countries. The Federal Executive Council said it had ratified the convention seeking to regularize the recognition of diplomas and certificates across the continent. The Minister of State for Education, Chukwuemeka Nwajiuba, made this known to journalists after the virtual FEC meeting held on Wednesday and presided over by Vice President Yemi Osibanjo at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Nwajiuba said the Education Ministry presented 2 memos to the Council. The first one dealt with the ratification of a convention seeking to regularize the recognition of diplomas and certificates all across Africa, while the second memo dealt with the award of contract for building 2 blocks of the Social Science Complex at the Adamawa State University in Mubi for 1.1 billion naira. At number 6, Kwara State Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak has raised the alarm that the state's revenue is drying up and therefore urged his cabinet to be more prudent and not flamboyant. He said revenue is drying up, yet our administration is confronted with huge challenges of human capital and infrastructural development and an urgent need to lift as many people as possible out of poverty. Every penny is being channeled towards tackling this. The administration has a duty to chart a sustainable course for our state. That is why we cannot afford to be flamboyant or wasteful. At number 5, 24 Chadian soldiers have been killed in an attack by suspected jihadists in the troubled Lake Chad region. A senior local official revealed this on Thursday. The Chadian army spokesman, Azem Bemandoa, confirmed that an attack had taken place and that troops from a returning patrol were resting when they were attacked by Boko Haram on Wednesday. Several others were also said to be wounded and others scattered across the countryside. Recall that in March 2020, about 100 Chadian troops were killed in an overnight attack on the lake's Bohoma Peninsula, leading to the death of Chad's president, Idris Deby Itno. At number 4, 35 persons have tested positive for COVID-19 at the National Youth Service Corps camp in Shagamu, Ogun State. This was disclosed by the State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tommy Koka, while briefing newsmen on the upsurge of the 3rd wave of COVID-19 on Thursday. Recall that about 109 prospective corps members were diagnosed with COVID-19 across NYSC orientation camps nationwide. Speaking on Thursday, Koka said some of those who tested positive have been confined to the isolation centers, while others are on home management. The commissioner also expressed concerns that Ogun has recorded a rise in cases since the beginning of August, with at least 7 to 16 cases per day. At number 3, the federal government has disclosed that it inherited over 166 ongoing and abandoned water projects from previous administrations as far back as 1992 and the early 2000s. The Minister of Water Resources, Suleiman Adamu, stated this on Thursday while speaking at the weekly ministerial briefing organized by the Presidential Communication Team at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Adamu said the federal government has, however, made a strategic decision to concentrate more on completing as many of the ongoing and abandoned projects. He listed the abandoned projects to include irrigation, dam and sanitation projects. The minister, who attributed the abandoned projects to poor financing, added that his administration is seeking ways to source for funds beyond the national allocation. At number 2, the remains of 5 prospective National Youth Service Corps members who died in a motor accident last Wednesday on their way to camp have been buried in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. The 5 deceased, who were graduates of the University of Uyo, lost their lives on July 28th in an auto crash along the Abaji-Kwali Expressway in Abuja while traveling to the NYC orientation camp in Katsina State. Their remains were conveyed to the Victor Atta International Airport in Uyo for burial in a C-130 Nigerian Air Force jet marked NAF 917. The deceased are Asukwo Miracle Effiong, Ekiko Stella Sylvester, Ezurike Coleman Chikodo, Upere Innocent Peter, and Akpan Victor Joseph. While mourning the victims, the Director General of the NYC, Brigadier General Shuaibu Ibrahim, described the late corps members as patriotic Nigerians who were on their way to Katsina State to do their best for the country. At number 1, armed men suspected to be bandits have abducted 8 persons in Magaria village, Zurumi local government area of Zamfara State. Among the victims is the biological father of the Speaker of the Zamfara State House of Assembly, Nasiru Muazu Magaria. Multiple media platforms have reported this, saying the abductions took place on Wednesday night when the heavily armed men invaded the community. The incident has also been confirmed by the spokesperson of the Zamfara State Police Command, Mohammed Shehu. He said the command has deployed additional troops to the area to ensure the safe rescue of the victims. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.